425, 420. Nick Moulton should be at 520 total.
520?
I believe so. 175 plus 195 because you got extra that day.
I missed one day though.
Yeah. We played for you, so you got 50. That might be what you're missing is that 50. You and Frank got it that day for shooting the ballista once.
Hey,
I think it should be 520.
Yeah, I think it should be 520 if I did that calculation right.
Where's this document? Is it a Google Doc?
It's
TOD party notes. I'm gonna pop a link right in the chat.
Yeah, it's
pinned
right
now.
It's pinned in the dungeon chat.
Oh.
So 370 plus 50 plus 100 from last week. Yeah, Nick Moulton should have 520. Frank, your character should have 500 because you didn't get that extra 20 from week 2.
Yeah, I have 495 according to mine.
Oh, 520 is not, or 500 is not that far off. So, but 676 for everyone that's been here. That's not Diabroth. And I think we already did the gold last week, so. So yeah, yes. For the gold, after we distribute it, should we delete it from the Google Doc or?
Yeah, if you transfer anything to your individual character sheets, it should get deleted off of the Google Doc, I would say.
Okay, because I think everyone wrote down their gold from last week on the distribution. I think it was like 23 point something.
Yeah, I wrote it down somewhere. It's not on my character sheet yet.
All right.
Oh, damn. Mine must have... Oh, I know what happened. The character sheet probably didn't save when Google did some shitty update thing where it's now not Google. It's now some stupid other shitty browser.
Oh, yeah,
For some reason, PDFs opened in Internet Explorer for me. I wonder if I can open it with Chrome.
I just download Acrobat Reader because I hate opening up in the internet because you just don't have all the functionality as Acrobat does. Adobe. Let's see, silver plus 12.
Oh no, the gold is in here. It's just weird. It's like it only appears when you click on it.
Okay. Cause yeah, I was gonna delete it from the Google Doc. I'll put in here distributed X amount on X day, so that way there's a running tally, but the current not distributed should be reset. 118 plus 1.18 divided by 6. Yeah, we just rounded the 23.7 gold last week.
Alright. We have that business out of the way then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, welcome back. This is session 5. At the end of, well, in between chapter 1 and 2 of Tyranny of Dragons. Last week, you guys finished the end of the raid on Green Nest and pursued the raiders. On the way, you encountered some stragglers who you got the jump on and destroyed pretty efficiently. Although, who was it? Zeal took some severe hits. What, from some kobold sling shots, I think?
Yeah, 2 of them to the face.
Yeah. But other than that, you took them out pretty efficiently, and even had one kobold that you were able to interrogate a little bit after promising to him to spare his life.
Mm.
And that's where we left off. I guess debating if you're going to try and squeeze anything else out of him, or go on your way. The most crucial thing you learn from him, which even Imelda, I think, admitted was pretty valuable information, was
Right.
that there's a rear guard.
So that one is that one.
And he said he gave a rough explanation of where they were outside the camp, but also noted that they are instructed to report back to camp from time to time, and if they were destroyed, that would eventually raise some red flags in the raider camp.
Right.
But depending on how long your mission is, and also I guess depending if you're able to actually evade them, that's up to you guys how to deal with it. You've been told that the raiders' camp is in a horseshoe-shaped canyon, only a couple miles up ahead, and the path is going to narrow to, and that's where the ambush is set up, or not the ambush, I guess, the guard. Your options, I suppose, would be to. There's really no way to sneak through. He said, like, it's a narrow path, and they're probably hiding out there somewhere. But you could go around and then climb down the canyon, past where you think the ambush is, if you're able to notice it. Which he said you should have no problem noticing it.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I like the idea of going around and, not drawing as much attention to ourselves as possible.
Yeah, I like avoiding the rear guard if we can.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. What about this kobold?
Well, didn't we say we were going to tie him up and then come back for him, if we survive?
All right, let's tie him to a tree or something. Or
Yeah, I think that's what we did, because then we'll let him go when we get back, and so it's sort of,
He's like, what if you never come back?
Well, you'd better hope we succeed then.
Don't worry.
He's like,
We won't be more
this
than
is
a-
not fair.
life isn't fair.
They're speaking
Yeah, tell that-
current, right? So we have
tell
no
that
idea
to-
what they're saying.
Tell that to the innocent people whose village you just torched.
You're lucky to be alive right now. You were just deaf a minute ago, too.
Don't worry, we won't be more than a day. You'll live.
Well, I was gonna say, does Diabroth sense any evil in him?
Well, I could only sense evil in undead, celestial, or fiends.
Okay.
Yeah, this ain't like the old days.
Damn. 'Cause I was gonna say, if he's evil, I'm good. I was just gonna, keep it there.
Okay. Well, you tie him up, and proceed on your way.
Do we know if this is the one that hit me in the face, or one of them?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
This is the one that was deaf.
Yeah, he fumbled and deafened himself early on, I think.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
didn't hit you then because you failed
Yeah,
to tackle.
okay. Damn, I would have a reason to hit him.
All right. So you proceed, and after a short while, why don't you all make perception checks?
My dice ready?
Active?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
Not passive.
passive is fine. Just It's actually not hard at all.
Ooh. What's my perception?
Uh, I got a 13.
Probably
13.
anyone
Got an
who
8.
doesn't have, as long as you don't have negative wisdom, you all like see this up ahead and are like, this must be it. There's a point where, just like the kobold said, the path narrows and there's like tall cliffs and you can't see as it kind of curves around a corner. It looks like a clear ambush spot. And you see it a good like 600 feet ahead of you.
Okay, I got a 19. So.
Okay. You don't see any movement or any signs of any kind of people, but this looks like a good spot.
Could I roll like a survival to find like a path to go around, like a deer path or something? I don't know.
You don't even need a deer path. It's just a matter of this path looks like it goes into the canyon, probably leads straight to their camp. But if you were to climb, or not even climb, you're far enough back that the hills are just easily traversed. You can walk around this canyon and stay on the high ground and just give it a wide berth and either try and approach the camp from up above or get back down onto the path well after this danger spot.
Okay. Well, let's take the hill, guys.
Yeah.
Do we have to roll perception or something so we can see the new map?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Very soon I will load a new map.
Okay.
I guess the question is, do you want to go back down to the lower ground or stay in the above ground?
I would stay up.
As long as the above ground doesn't look too exposed, I think that's the best plan.
Yeah,
I'd like to stay out of sight.
How high do the walls look from the above ground to the bottom?
Why don't I show you?
Okay.
No, I'm sorry to bring this up just now, but didn't we have we had a couple things we were talking about at the end of last session, or talking about doing, like for instance, taking the uniforms of the guards, or maybe that we just said that they were, the ones that we killed.
Oh, the 4 humans?
Yeah.
So,
Like, didn't somebody propose that idea?
Yes,
these,
I
Could be
did.
done.
these folks that you took out, it really doesn't constitute a uniform. I mean, they look similarly armed to a lot of the raiders that you fought, but there's no, like, insignia, there's no cloak that's, like, a certain color or anything. They're wearing
I see.
various states of leather armor. They're not, like, wearing particularly nice equipment. Honestly, the best you could do to make yourself look like them would be, like, de-equipping yourself a little bit. I would say, if anything, well, Diabroth certainly stands out as a dragonborn. You didn't see any dragonborn
Right.
amongst them.
Yeah.
Although they
Are
have
they all human? Has everything we've killed been human?
everything,
Not the
everything
half
they run
dragon.
into has been human.
Okay. So
There might
elves
have-
are
there might have
probably
been,
not a part of their band.
There might have been like some half elves here and there, or but that's about it. Nothing stood out as far as other races. I would say Tars maybe stands out a little bit with his like noble clothing, but I mean they do have their like cloth wearer like acolytes amongst them as well. Maybe he could fit in as one of them.
Probably look
Diabloth and a full elf
exactly like them.
that stand out.
Yes, Jay looks exactly like them.
The other thing I was asking was, did we take a short rest at the end of last session? Because I remember we were going to start and then make that decision.
Yeah, I need to eat. I need to
break.
heal. That's what I need to do.
I want to find some eggs or something and cook some eggs with my cook utensils.
It's like somebody's trying to cook some eggs.
I have rations. I wonder if they're part of it. Our daily food.
But if you guys are going to use if you guys are going to use
Hit dice.
here, if you guys are going to regain hit dice, I can cause you to gain extra hit points due to a class feature. So we need to decide if we rushed here or if we rested first.
Well, I'm at full health currently.
I think I'm the only one hurt.
I'm hurt a little.
So is
I would get my breath weapon back.
If you care about time of day, it's probably kind of like a little afternoon, late afternoon, maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock. The kobold's right in what he was saying with the camp being just a few miles ahead. You'll easily get there well before nightfall, or even close to sundown.
if we took a rest, we could. And since most of our dark vision, we would be fairly okay.
I'm okay with taking a rest. I would rather operate at night.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then who needs to
I need 11 hit points to get fully healed.
Okay, well, why don't you, if you use a hit dice to do that, then I'm going to do a Song of Rest. So it says creatures who can hear your performance, but it's not actually based on the performance skill. So this is just something I can do when people rest. And so regain an extra d6 hit points with that.
Ooh,
Great.
that's freaking awesome.
I'm
There's
gonna
no
do
way
that
I
too.
could get 11 with a d8. I have no plus constitution.
I'm only down 5, but I will use a hit die.
Well, I got
D6
10
to
of
do
my
that.
11 back, so that's good.
I got exactly 5 back, so I'm at full.
Okay, great. So that sounds like both of you are almost topped up.
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
one away from
filled.
top up, so.
I'm
Great.
full.
Okay. Moving on, taking the high road, you keep the this canyon, at least where you think this path is that leads to maybe a larger opening in the canyon. You keep that within eyesight, and don't see any humans or any humanoids up above the level you're at. And eventually, we're gonna load this map.
Whoa.
And
Very
I
cool.
apologize. You guys might hear like this wind noise.
I'm hearing it.
I hope
Yeah.
it's not. I hope we can just deal with it. I couldn't figure out this map. Whoever created it loaded that in, and it's somewhere in some setting that I can't figure out how to turn on.
I
Weird.
can't hear it at all.
I wonder if I can just mute Tabletop Simulator. Can you do
Yeah,
that?
you could
You can
lower
try and do
the
that, although it's coming
sound.
through, it's coming through Discord as well.
Yeah, it's coming through Discord for me too. I mean, I can just deal with the wind sound. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of white noise. I just hope it's
It's barely there for me, so it's fine.
good.
Yeah, I have to turn up my sound really loud to hear it, so I'm fine.
Okay, good.
I could turn my sound down in the Discord.
All right, so I'm gonna not zoom in too close to any particular thing until you actually get there. But from here, you feel like you could. Well, you're not sure how close you could get without potentially being spotted. But you might be able to glean some things right away. Basically, what I'll give you is this much of a view.
So they're about 50-foot walls. Okay, good.
Alright, I'm gonna watch on the stream then instead of on in Tabletop Simulator
Okay.
for a more cinematic view.
So I guess we have the advantage of it's less likely that we'll be spotted up here than if we had come on the lower road. But at the same time, we'll if we're trying to rescue any of the people in this village, that might be difficult.
It looks like if on
How
the
much
other
do you
way,
carry, Diabra?
I carry a good amount.
And that's a legit question.
I'm not sure.
It'd be under equipment.
Mike, how much are our characters aware of this view of the map?
How much are you aware?
Yeah, like I can see a dirt road leading down at the other end of the valley. Do our characters see that or not?
Yeah, so this road here is where you would have come in from this direction.
But at the opposite end of the map, there's one like coming down a ramp. You see that?
That you don't really see. No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I know I can see this out of character, but I don't. I don't know if we would actually be aware of it.
Yeah, especially from where you guys are located right now.
Yeah.
Realistically, your view is probably more like this right now.
Yeah. Because right now I'm thinking maybe we are going to have to come up with some sort of rope and tackle up a cliff, down a cliff type nonsense.
Well, let's since we have this vantage point, why don't we explore the crest and see how far we can see into that canyon and see what's been waiting for us?
And perhaps it would be wise for us to move in the trees and Zeal to kind of move a little bit closer but be stealthing.
Absolutely.
Crawl on your belly up to the top, and then they won't be able to see
And
you.
Diabroth, if you click weight carried in your sheet, it'll tell you how much you can carry.
Yeah.
I can carry 80 more pounds until I'm encumbered.
Okay.
So,
I was just wondering if you tied a rope down the cliff, if you could carry people up, but you can carry
30 pounds.
maybe.
There's not a lot of vegetation around the edge of this, and just imagining walking up to it, the hairs on like your arms kind of raised. You're like you're gonna look very conspicuous. Like people's eyes will probably be drawn to you.
Okay.
Like I said, crawl on your belly. It's the only
Yeah.
way.
A certain a skilled person might be able to pull that off. Yes.
Okay. Hopefully I don't. If
So
I
then
do
the rest of us should be in cover, yeah.
At least into that scrub brush.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to take tree cover, but
Yeah.
as long as we're off the path, I think we'll be in good shape.
Where
And we'll just wait for
where the grass is, this is accurate. It's actually like, in spots even over your head, but most of the tall grass is like,
Perfect.
it's up to your head, so easily able to hide it within the grass.
I think that's perfect then.
We might even want to wait a little bit longer till it gets darker out.
I got 60 feet dark vision.
You can roll.
What?
You can roll stealth if you want, Zeal, and move closer.
Well, I mean, as long as I'm in the grass, I don't want to, go there for now. All right, so where should I look? Because I can't look over the trees.
Just, if you were able to see how far this canyon goes, and if there's anything at the other end, if there's anything major in the canyon that you can clearly see.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going here, so I actually can. I have the trees in the way if I go here. All right, stealth check, yay! And do I get anything special for crawling on my stomach?
Just give me your roll. I'll factor it in.
Okay. What is it? +5 on it, or no? +7, I think. Sweet. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you crawl up to the edge and don't hear or see any immediate issues. And give me an active perception.
Active perception. All right. What do I get? A +2? Yeah, +2. 13.
Okay. So from your vantage point, most of the tents below you see are it's full of kobolds, tons of kobolds, and a lot of them are like like dancing and cheering, and they're eating food. They just seem to be like celebrating.
Yeah.
You can see some what looks like various humans, or at least non-kobolds, a little bit ahead to the right. You definitely see this guard tower, and you can just make out that there's two. There's at least two with bows up above, and then there's two guys down below. What you notice though is they're like, and I couldn't tuck their figs in there very well, but I'll zoom into this. You see that they're like in the shadow, and they're like leaning. Each of them are like leaning up against the posts of the thing, and they're like talking to each other. And while you're observing, I don't have the figs for them, but a group of like 5 or 6 other humans come in and walk right past the guard tower, and the guards like are like, hey, they don't stop the folks don't stop to talk to him. They just walk right in, and they're all just kind of yakking with each other.
Okay. I need to make a sneak check to get away.
No, you're good.
Okay. I go back to the group and tell them everything I just saw and heard.
I wonder if we could infiltrate this camp.
Oh, that's one. Can I roll a perception check to see? I guess I have to get closer. I want to see if they're all humans or half elves, or if there's any elves or dragonborn mixed in.
Okay, you can roll.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna work with that 4, but
No, you can't tell.
yeah, damn. Because I don't think Direbroth and myself can walk in like so.
All right.
Well, I'm not sure I could either, but I suppose if I ditched my outer layer, I'd probably blend a little better.
Yeah.
I think social disguises are going to be better than sneaking.
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, putting on disguises and acting like we belong. Rather than trying to sneak around. I mean,
half of
Direbroth,
us. I don't think half of us could make it in there, though.
we just need a little change of pigment on you.
Well, maybe we could move a little bit further ahead and see if we could see any other options at the back of the horseshoe-shaped, canyon.
Let's see if we can find the prisoners.
Right, that's
Yeah.
the important thing.
Yeah, we need to find if they have cages or something, or where they're keeping these guys.
It might even be possible to send a small group of us in walking around while those of us who don't blend in stay near the top. Or we could be escorted in as prisoners. That could always work.
But before we make a play like that, we gotta get the intel on the rest of the place.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do more scouting. We should move up.
Yeah. I'm in the grass.
All right, so you're gonna send Zeal to overlook a different angle.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, give me another stealth.
All right. 8. Yeah, 18.
18. So as you get closer, on your hands and knees or whatever, you feel like this spot is quite a lot more out in the open. And just at a quick glance, like you just kind of look up for half a second, there's a lot more eyes down there, and they're like active. Like these people are moving all over the place. You feel like if you took the time to really scan and try and single out who might be a prisoner, who's a mercenary, who's a leader, any of that kind of stuff, the time it would take to do that is just going to raise the chances of something bad happening. You can attempt it, but it's risky.
I've had a few mid rolls. I know I might be due for a good one. But is there anything I see on top of the cliff with us? Or I just want to make sure that if I have to run away, I'm not going to run into something.
No, there's nothing, no signs of anyone being up here. Although across the way, on the other one, actually, this is another thing that catches your attention and makes you maybe want to avoid going closer. There's another guard tower on the other side of the canyon.
You said you didn't have assets for a guard tower because I can't see him.
It's, can you see
I
on
can
my
see-
screen?
I'm not viewing your stream though.
Are you
I think
watching
those
my
are.
screen?
No, I'm on my own. I think that's the reason why. I can see your archers in the tower, and they're above the ground, but I can't actually see the tower myself. I guess I'll load your stream.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it in the stream now.
Yeah, it's this tower here. You clearly see that from where you're standing, and you're not sure how alert they are, but it's a guard tower.
I think I've already done the measurement. There's enough light that if they look across, they could see me probably.
Definitely. They
Okay.
definitely could. Also, their
There's
height is at, or maybe even slightly above, where you are right here. So So it's not even like going to the ground. Potentially, like, if you're in these grass here, you feel like you can hide. But if you were like out on the edge, like you are, there's just an increasing chance that they might notice you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna take as much as I can in and report back to my comrades.
Okay, I'll give you a couple more little peeks. So no, you're not able to tell where prisoners are. You notice there's definitely one tent that's bigger than the rest towards the very back of the canyon. There's a big fire in the middle that has a lot of people around it, and I'd say that's about all the fine details that you can tell.
I go back and report that.
Well, I like what Zashar has previously said about waiting for nightfall. I think we could easily blend in if we went in the front. Otherwise, Zeal, did it look like somebody could get around to that guard tower in the darkness? Or was it really difficult to cross this canyon?
I could see across the canyon, but down here, could I see the road down here?
It's so what this actually is like a tiny, like less than 5 foot difficult terrain pathway.
Oh. Can I see that?
You'd be like crawling over boulders and stuff to get down. Or not boulders, but like bigger rocks. It's like you couldn't take a cart up it. And you'd have to walk very slowly up it, and it's also quite visible if somebody is like walking up and down it.
Oh.
But we could, if
I could see that, I'll tell them that too if I saw that.
But we could, in theory, skirt wide around the valley and try and go on the other side where that guard tower is, right?
I was just about to say, we could probably, if we could sneak up on the guard tower, I could probably take them out.
Because there's way more trees over on that side.
If we could take that guard tower out and leave, sign that somebody's still in it, like us, it might not seem like we're attacking them. If we're actually up in their guard tower.
But on the other hand, if the prisoners are being kept a little bit closer to the entrance, then that's just a stab in the wrong direction.
I think we're going to need to go in. I think the best way to find out where the prisoners are is we have those of us who can blend, Jay, maybe Tarse with a little bit of dressing up,
dressing down.
Or dressing down, yes. But come in escorting prisoners. Dybroth, you're going to have to be a prisoner.
Yeah.
For example. Because then they'll also tell us where the other prisoners are. So we can not only get in safely, but we can learn what our destination is. Because that's something we haven't figured out yet.
Do you want me to sneak around and take out the guards?
I think it's too risky.
Okay. As long as I haven't seen any full elves. So
seems pretty risky putting me in their prison, too.
If I keep my hood up, I could probably pass as a person, a human.
But the thing though is that a lot of people in this army probably saw all of us. Because remember that we were like, we wanted to back up Diabroth, and so we came out and like faced him down. So, if we just pretend that they're ordinary prisoners, everybody's going to be like, "Oh, Diabroth, that's the guy that the boss was attacking."
For sure, not Diabroth.
Yeah.
I feel like they might not recognize the rest of us.
Do you guys remember what all was present at the duel? Who all was?
Oh yeah, because I ran out. Several of us ran out to like cheer him on and back him up.
Right.
That fight.
As far as
Right.
like, who was,
I challenged the dude afterwards too.
As far as who was like closest during the duel, like who was surrounding you guys.
Oh, I stayed back on the hill.
I think it was Zashar. I think it was Zashar, Jay, and me.
Yeah.
And do you remember on their side who was closest in watching the duel?
Well, it was a scary woman.
Yes, I remember their leader.
And the draconic speaking lady, whatever her name was, plus the the half dragon. But of the humans and kobolds around, it would be very hard to tell those from the others in the army, and we also don't know how much our descriptions have been talked about since then.
It was definitely mostly kobolds that were close and really watching it. It was definitely their leaders, and there was a few humans or otherwise, raiders, but they were a little further back. Diabroth would be unmistakable.
Well, rather than a social solution, I mean, they are humans, so something tells me that they're going to relax their guard at least a bit at night.
Well, and if they're already having a bonfire now, chances are they're celebrating their raid on this town tonight.
They're gonna get nice and drunk.
Yeah, maybe if we waited a little while, they'd be down to a bare minimum of guards.
I agree with that. And then maybe at that point we can, we could have Zeal periodically take peeks over and see their status rather than just waiting and watching.
Well, we can use the evening to work around to the other side of the
Yes.
the other side of the canyon. If we do that right and slowly, we'll need to be out in the wilderness. It'll take a long time anyways.
Okay.
So you're saying we should go around the back? Yeah, I agree with that, because I think the idea of just trying to walk in the front and pretend that we're them is just there's just so much that can go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Are we taking another small rest?
No, because it takes us time to scoot around the edge.
Yes, yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Is that we're not going to do it on the confines of this map. We're going to go a mile or two outside as we go around, so it'll take us a lot of time.
A mile might be excessive, but yes, I understand.
At least out of direct sight of the canyon as we walk around through the woods.
Yeah.
Especially with this wind that I'm hearing, I think that it would probably mask us walking through the woods no matter how loud we were, as long as out of sight of the canyon, I think we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just a common sense look there.
Maybe, but kobolds have pretty good senses of smell.
Sure.
Which way is the wind blowing?
Yeah, that's right.
Look at
That's
the
a good
trees.
question.
Well, the graphics in the simulator seem to indicate that it's blowing from east to west, assuming that we're looking north right now.
I'm not sure where it's blowing.
North is here. Now it's northwest, east, south.
Oh, so then it's blowing.
it's
Then it
blowing
seems
north.
that if that's the case, then the leaves that I was seeing blowing were blowing from the south to the north.
Okay. That's right where the kobolds are.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I don't know. They haven't noticed anything yet. Maybe that's overthinking it.
Yeah, I think up here that we're still hundreds of feet away.
Right.
Yeah, but I agree with the Star's idea that we should sort of skirt around, and then by the time that it's nightfall, we'll be poised to look at it from around the location of the other guard tower, kind of closer to there.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, I really want to do a Death Star detention scene delivery, but
I've noticed that.
I'm okay with this plan.
I wouldn't mind setting up a distraction, like a fire or something, but that might just be chaos.
I think something like that is a good backup, but not something we want to lead with.
Yeah. We can do that when we get closer.
And that might be a useful idea to cover the escape, assuming we're able to rescue anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
But the good news is that we haven't been spotted, and we didn't take out their rear guard, so we aren't really under a super strict time limit right now.
They might
The
not
only
even
time-
think that we're coming.
The only time limit is the lives of the prisoners at stake.
Okay.
Yes.
So your plan is to work around to the other side, just to get a different angle to look down on the camp from, for now, and just kind of wait for it to get a little darker.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I think the plan is to see when the guards in the guard tower either relax or switch or something. When is a good time to start by taking that guard tower. That's what it seemed like guys were talking about, right?
That sounds perfect to me. I think that guard tower is there. It looks like, from what Zeal described, it's something that they're relying on being above ground and giving a great vantage point for their defenses. So if we could take it out, that would probably be perfect. That'd be the best option we'd have.
Okay. We'll advance some time. It's easy enough with a wide berth. You guys can make it perfectly safe and take the time. Get around to the other side. I'll move you guys all over there. And with some time and watching what you can, I guess it'd mostly be Zeal who would be watching close enough, unless any of you with the time would, and like the cover of like maybe a tree nearby, would want to attempt to get closer and watch anything.
Well, I'm decent enough at stealth. I guess I wouldn't mind giving it a try. You know, creeping along in my belly just to like the very limit of what I would want to see.
Sure. Yeah, you personally think that from like this angle with the shadows and everything, that it wouldn't be horribly risky to at least take a few quick looks and if you feel comfortable enough, maybe even watch for a little bit.
But I mean, is that the new angle that we've traveled to?
I just put you out here, but yeah, you could be like back here. You could.
I see it now. I see it now.
Also, this is a little further from the guard tower, so I assume you wouldn't want to go like right here. That would probably be a terrible spot. Yeah.
Basically, I'm looking. Basically, from here, I could hit them with my longbow. No penalty. If I can, get a good shot.
Well, before we start making any attacks, let's just try and, perceive from cover.
Yeah. So in that case, Imelda and Zeal, I'd actually like insight from both of you.
All right. What do I get?
Okay, that's a 12 on Imelda's insight.
A 16.
Okay. Zeal, as you're kind of like watching over the course of, we'll say like an hour, something like that, you do see, a trickle of stragglers coming in, and you definitely know, like, it occurs to you that it's thinning. There's fewer and fewer stragglers coming in, and none of them still are being, like, interrogated, or most of them are maybe just like a hey or something like that. You actually overhear one of them, like, say, "Glory to Tiamat."
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, people are like getting ready to cook food. The alertness level of this camp is extremely low, but like you said, there's fewer and fewer people coming in.
Okay. Again, go back to group and say what I see in here. They're all informed that he might be able to just walk on in.
Right, we're missing our window to do that.
Yeah, Zeal, basically, it's like, it would be unsuspicious to walk in now, but if you walk in middle of the night, you'd need,
probably
you need a better story. It might not be impossible, but they might actually like question you.
Yeah.
I feel like we've missed a chance here then.
Well, it sounds like we could probably still pull it off, but again, time is dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
It's either that or we're going to have to sneak down the cliff.
I don't think I'm in any shape to sneak down a cliff, quite honestly. So yeah, if we're going to get into the camp, it's probably my only chance.
If I get a couple ropes, I could tie a rope to a tree and go down. We could put them down the cliff,
Yeah, I should mention these cliff walls. Actually, one other thing you notice is by the guard tower, it's not visible on the map, but there's actually a ladder that's been propped up into the interior right beneath the guard tower. Whether or not that's useful, it's right by a whole bunch of tents, but that seems to be like if they do go up and down the back way, at least that's probably how the guards get to that guard tower.
Really?
Also, the canyon is really steep, like right here. But if you were to go back, even something like 400 or 500 yards, like out of eyesight, it's a lot. It's angled enough or in enough that you wouldn't need to make any kind of a roll. It would just be kind of like a move at half speed and you could get down just fine.
So if we wanted to just turn around and then walk right in the front again, it wouldn't take too much time for us to do that.
He's pretty much saying a quarter mile down, you could just walk right in.
Yeah, it would take you 15 minutes, 20 to half an hour or something to like walk around.
And neither of you saw any indication of where the prisoners are being held?
No.
Oh yeah, I should allow, I guess, one more active perception from both of you as well.
Thank you.
Ooh, finally I got a good roll. What was that? 17.
That's a little better. I also got a I also got a 17.
Okay. Because of your angle, yeah, you see them. So you guys are here-ish. They're straight ahead in front of you. You think there are 4 or 5 people. You notice, like, at any given time, there's only maybe 3 or 4 in here, but you see there's several like guards posted around them, and every once in a while people walk up and walk away with some, or like bring some back. It seems like they're getting taken out for tasks of some sort. And
Interrogation.
That gives us a good cover.
Labor of some sort, you would guess.
So in other words, the prisoners are being held there, and they're being led off by guards to just do chores that the guards don't feel like doing.
That's what you would suspect.
Okay.
I think the first order of my business would be to shrug off my coat and stuff it in my pack at the very least, so I kind of blend in.
As a person wearing cloth, you definitely think that you could pretend to be like one of those acolytes that was, even though they were casting like cure spells and like cleric type spells, you could at least pass off visually as one of those.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I think I'll stick with that route.
I have pretty good deception too, so I might.
I do also.
Yeah.
So I think I could probably fool somebody.
I do not.
Especially once it starts to get dark. So what is the light level like right now?
At this point, we're gonna say it's like 7 o'clock. There's probably a couple hours of light left. Sun's getting close to setting, and with these hills and such, it'll actually probably be below the hill line in about an hour.
So do you guys, you think we should try and just venture walking straight in the front and then making for them and bullshitting our way into rescuing them? Or should we try and drop a rope down the side of the cliff and do it in a more active way?
Well,
You guys walk in, and me and Dybroth can stay up here and cause a distraction if needed.
Yes, I think we should do both, because even if we're split momentarily, when the action goes down, we'll be in the same general area.
One other, I guess, point of note, like you can see the numbers here. Like you guys are positive that if something went down, there's no way you could obviously fight your way out. It's there's yeah, you're not sure how many. more than 50, less than 200 people, and you don't know how many kobolds.
Oof.
More than
Yeah,
50.
we're
I'll say
gonna have
more
to
than
run at
50,
some point.
less than 100, actually.
Those people we're trying to rescue might not be able to run with us, though.
Right. They're not going to be able to go up the cliff easily.
We might have to bring them up that small path. It's kind of near where they are.
Well, you guys could probably go down there and say, "Hey, we need these prisoners to go clean up
Right.
something." Then
the-
take them for the.
Yeah. The latrine at the front end by the kobold camp is,
I
not
know.
big
Lower.
enough. That kind of thing. I think we could probably bullshit our way to get at least a few of them off to do something like that.
Do you guys also remember everything that Governor Nighthill asked of you to accomplish here?
Well, he wanted us to get information or get the prisoners out, and then the blacksmith wants us to get some effects of his.
Yeah, specifically the governor. They weren't able to get much out of the prisoners you captured, and you never talked.
Well, we already know that name, Tiamat, but it would be nice to get some more confirmation of that.
Yeah, he wants to know who these guys are, why they're attacking cities, what their next target is, things like that.
Well, if you guys could infiltrate and gain some kind of a trust, where maybe you could talk to somebody, a light conversation, maybe they would spill the beans. But
I pull the one of the 2 flasks I have in my pack out and say, "This has always been a good key to new conversations and informations."
I was just about to ask.
All
for
right.
alcohol.
Nice.
alcohol works.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna try and waltz right in.
Okay. You're gonna use your
And then-
you're gonna use your real names. You're gonna disguise yourselves any differently.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm gonna kind of pretend like I'm a young man.
Okay.
I don't think I have a disguise kit or nothing, but it wouldn't be hard to just find cinders or something to rub on the face and just kind of look less shoveled than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little mess in the hair and a little dust on the forehead never hurt.
Yeah, I still have one of those cloaks from the people that came in originally during the first raid, and I want to use that to cover my more elven features.
Okay.
And meanwhile, who is staying behind up on top of the cliff? It'll be Diabroth and who?
Zeal.
Zeal. Okay.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Can you remind us again what the blacksmith's effects were that he was looking for?
He
was
lost,
just
he had
stuff,
lost
right?
his gold. And
a
he
locket.
Said, yeah, he said there was a locket, that one personal item that was. They might have seen it as jewelry, but it's really more of a personal value to him.
Well, the odds of us just finding that by accident are so low.
Yeah, that's.
We got to focus on the. We got to focus on the people.
I agree.
Okay. You get up within, eye and earshot of the guards, and they look your way, and one of them says, "Geez, lazy stragglers. You got to be about the last of them, huh?"
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna. Pretty much. We didn't see anyone behind us on the road.
Well, we're starving. I'm not even gonna really give them the time of day.
Let's not even pause. We'll just be like, yeah, where's the grub?
One of the archers up above elbows the other one. He's like, "Oh right, glory to Tiamat."
Glory to Tiamat, of course.
Glory to Tiamat.
Glory to Tiamat.
All right, you get through, and yeah, immediately as you're coming in, left and right, tons of kobolds. They're all like eating, resting. Some of them are even like fighting, yelling at each other. They don't pay you any mind. All right. From this point, how do you guys want to stay together? Do you want to where would you like to go?
Wait. I'm gonna like gesture to the nearest group of humans and be like, I'll distract them. You guys head for the prisoners, okay?
I'll nod.
Right.
Okay. Are you gonna approach the group of humans?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go up to one of them and just like I'm just gonna kind of make it look like make it look not obvious that our group is all going in the same direction. So I'm gonna try and distract them and also get them to look at something.
Okay. Roll a deception.
Great. Oh dear. That's a 10.
Okay. One of the guys is like, "Are you one of the mercs or an initiate?"
Look, I'm just an initiate. My dad actually is fighting here. I'm trying to find him. I'm like pointing to the exit. It's like, did he go that way recently?
Is he with the Black Wings or the Red Claws?
The Red Claws.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be those tents over there, and he points to the tents, the 2 tents over to the right.
Oh, like at the other direction. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I thank him. I thank him for his time, and then kind of like take like a more circular route, like I'm going that way, but I'm really going to meet my friends over by the prisoners.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to advance that way, and yeah, you get close enough. I have all their tokens here, but there's actually only 5 here right now, and there are 3 guards, which let me drop their tokens.
I think it's time for your whining and dining, Taris.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I'll be
one of
happy to back you up with I'll say, Zashar says sort of like, tell me what role needs to be played.
I hand Zashar one of my 2 flasks and say, just follow my lead.
Wait a second. There's only 3 of them. There's only 3 guards in that area.
There's 3 guards watching the. We'll say there was what did I say 5?
5 prisoners.
5 prisoners. Yeah. I'll just take 3 of these for now. I'll just put them over here. And Tarsi said, "Are you like approaching the guards?"
I'll just approach casually, flask in hand, maybe take a very, very light sip, not even really imbibing, just to show off that I have some.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with him, sort of like putting on a little bit of a stumble, and sort of like following him, and make my flask a little more obvious.
Okay. All right. The guards see you. And they're like, "Hi."
I'll only work tonight, huh? I offer him my flask.
Oh, thanks. You got business with the slaves? You on labor duty?
Yeah, we were the last ones in, so they're gonna make us take care of a few things before we can get to the grub. So better just get it over with, right?
Sure. what are you doing? Cleaning up after the horses? How many do you need?
It looks like we've got some messy kobolds over by the front. And
Yeah, as many as you're authorized to give us, preferably. I don't want to be touching no dung.
I don't want to be out there all night either. The quicker we can get these chores done, the better.
All right. Well, these 3 points to 3 of them. They're pretty worn out. These 2 are still fresh. You could take them.
I'm sure I got ways of getting more work out of them.
Oh, I like your thinking. Fine. Take 2 or 3 of the spent ones then.
Also, yeah, chuckle like a, douchebag.
All right, I'm gonna need deception for that.
Absolutely. Oh, 23.
Sweet, I got a 21.
Oh, you guys did it.
All right, they hand over 3 people.
And the fresh ones?
No, it sounded like Zashar asked specifically for the ones that were worn out.
Oh, I thought. Well.
Yeah, so we would get more people instead of just getting like 1 or 2.
Yeah, they're
right.
They're keeping 2 that are in good shape, and they're giving you 3 that are look like they're exhausted.
I hold out my empty hand for that flask back then.
Yeah, he tosses it to you.
All right.
Yeah, and the people are like, "Please, sirs, we can't take much more."
Give one of them a slight push from behind. Keep moving.
Okay.
We've got work to do.
All right. Great. You've got 3 people. Meanwhile, Jay, what are you doing? You were kind of hanging back. Obviously, you weren't talking or being part of that conversation.
Yeah, just looking around to see if anybody was paying attention to us.
Yeah, roll perception.
And I'd like to do the same, if that's okay.
Sure.
13.
That's a 19 on Imelda's part.
Okay. Jay, you hear these guys near you talking about what's for dinner, essentially. You gather that they mentioned hunters, that the hunters had a good haul just in time for all of these hungry mouths to come back. So from what you gather, they have some they aren't part of their group. They have some local hunters are out getting antelope or something for them, and they got back with their haul. Maybe not really interesting information, but that's what they're talking about. And Melda, you overhear something kind of you'd heard about they mentioned the black wings and the red claws.
Mm-hmm.
You overhear some initiates talking about what they've been going through to try and get full status within their color, and they're
Mm-hmm.
actually debating whether they should go red or black, or if they should wait till they're back at their main base and look at the other colors.
I see. Okay, that's useful information. Much more useful than what Jay found out.
When we get a little further about, I want to whisper to Tars and say, do we know where these horses are? Because maybe we could use a few in the escape.
That's a great idea. Do we see any other guards kind of passing by us, or anyone else that just belongs to the camp?
Yeah, you certainly can. There's people constantly walking around.
I just turn to the closest one and say, "Horses, we're on horse duty. Where's the stable?"
Horses? What are you talking about? All the I mean, there's one horse, but are you talking about the drakes?
Yeah, we're just sending the prisoners. They got to clean up the shit.
Right. Back there. Points towards the little this little crevice that's kind of back behind and underneath the guard tower.
Oh, at least that's where our friends are. But man, it's not a great place for escaping.
No, and
There is that ladder that goes up the side.
Oh. I think this is our sure bet for these few.
Okay, you guys go that way. I'm gonna try and get the rest of these prisoners free. Okay.
You sure you can handle that alone?
Leave it to me.
All right, I'll take your word.
I mean, after all, Jay hasn't gone that direction too, has he?
No, sorry, did I pick him up?
Yeah, Jay, back me up here.
Right.
I'm gonna say if you run into trouble, we need some kind of signal.
Is that him? No, that's I might have lost Jay's token. Oh no, he's lost in the crowd. Oh, there he is.
I'm so good at hiding. I'm like so well.
1 sec.
Okay, Jay, you and I are gonna get the rest of these 2 prisoners out of there.
Go at the front.
So there's 3 of these. There's 3 guards, right?
3 guards, 2 prisoners.
And
I mean,
so I see 5 figures, and then it's just the 3 with the halberds that are the guards, right?
Yeah, there was 5 total prisoners here when you got
Mhm.
here, but
Right.
you did note that some were coming and leaving to different tasks, so you don't know if there's others that are out and about. You also
Okay.
You were also from Greenest. Do you remember how many people were missing?
Do I remember? He said that there were missing villagers. I recall that the number was something like half a dozen, but I'm not sure.
It was
Yeah,
5. It was 5.
Oh, okay.
You don't know if these 5 that were here were from Greenest or not. Although 2 of them were, he said, fresh, and 3 were exhausted. So, but I mean, maybe it probably doesn't matter at all if they're Greenest prisoners or from somewhere else.
Are the prisoners all humans? The exhausted ones?
Yes,
And are they all adults, or are some of them kids?
they
Or like
are all
old people?
adults.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to step away.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and try and get convince these guards to let us have the remaining 2 prisoners.
Okay. You approach them, and they're like, "Really, more work?"
Yeah, my dad with the what was it, Red Wings? Sorry, it was Red Wings, right? He's back near the entrance. They're transporting some loot, but the axle on the wagon is fucked up, and we need some strong people to help us. Obviously,
Red
not
Wings?
like.
Don't you mean Red Claws?
The red claw.
Like I said, Red Claws.
I'd like you to make a charisma check.
$23.
Okay. He's like, "You damn initiates! You need to learn your shit."
Sorry, boss. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get the prisoners. Anyway, don't just stand there. Come on, give us a hand.
You know, if only we could make that damn half elf spy do some work. Yeah, they like to go and give him the beats, though. He's probably not fit for work anymore anyway.
Was he the one who was over by the entrance, and I pointed that direction,
No,
kind of
you don't
hoping
know
that
who
they'll.
they're talking about, but you see them glance off to their right, further back in in the cavern, in the canyon.
Further back in the canyon. Okay. All right. And okay,
I'd like
that's
to feed him to the drakes.
Okay, what's that? Feed him to the drakes. I
I'd
know,
say, yeah,
but Rezmir
I'd like
won't.
to feed him to the drakes, the damn bastard.
Yeah. Well, maybe once Rezmir gets every bit of info out of him, I'm sure that's his fate.
Resner.
Rezmir is the name.
Oh, Rezmir.
Well, yeah, here, yeah, sure. You can take one. The wagons, you said?
Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta have one of these guys haul some of the treasure.
Okay. He points that way. Wagons are that way. And he points kind of the same direction that he was looking when he mentioned half elf.
No. This was okay. I'm just, since he seems to be buying the story, I'm not going to complain too much, and I'm just going to escort the prisoner in that direction, and then try and break off and join the others near the drakes.
Okay. So he's looking at you, and you can see from where you're standing, there's a wagon in eyesight. Now you might lose yourself in the crowd, but you need to probably go that direction at least a little bit for them to buy it.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. I was trying to get him to think that we were talking about a wagon that was still outside the camp, but if this is what he believes, let's not interfere.
Okay. Back to you guys. You guys make it over to where there's a bunch of these giant, slightly bigger than human, but not large size,
Lizards?
reptile creatures they've got like some bits of meat. They're lounging. They don't pay you too much mind when you come over there, but you can smell the reek of dung in this area.
And where exactly is this telltale ladder?
Yeah, I should find some sort of an object that I can put down.
And how obvious is it?
It's pretty obvious.
Because these animals, I'm going to mention to Tars, like, these animals seemed pretty well trained. Do you think it would be possible for us to spook them?
Oh, it's possible. I was thinking more, hand each of the prisoners a bucket and send them up the ladder like they're going to dump it out in the woods.
I like your plan a lot better.
It doesn't even have to have much in it. It's just them doing the grunt work for the evening.
Right.
And one of us can go up after them or ahead of them.
Yes.
As eyes on the prisoners.
That's yes, that makes a lot more sense, I'll say. I can stay down here with the animals if you want to go first.
Sure.
They're like, sirs, what are you talking about? I don't understand.
I'm going to hold up a finger to them and say, remember, we're scary men who are about to beat you. You keep that role in mind if you want to get out of here alive. And I'll wink at him,
Okay. They're like, look slightly hopeful, but they also look like terrified. They're like, you gotta
just grab a bucket.
I'm gonna say scary. Remember? Now pick up, and then I'll yell. Now pick up, and I'll yell louder so that I'll pick up and hear it. Now quit your groveling, you filth, and pick up the bucket of what you're made of.
Okay. Yeah, they do, and they slowly are like, they're like, these things are gonna eat us, like the.
I give one of them just a light smack on the back of the head. Just keep quiet and do your business, and nothing will hurt you.
Okay. Yeah, they timidly kind of try and approach like where they're supposed to go, and the creature, one of them like actually almost like snaps in its direction and in her direction, and she like retreats back a little bit. She's like, whatever, she's trying. And you said you were going to climb up the ladder?
I'm going to go up the ladder once they're behind me, below the ladder, like they're all coming up.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna lead them up the ladder with each with a bucket. It doesn't have to be full.
Okay.
I kind of want to supervise, but I also want to surreptitiously take a little peek into this, not into the tent, but just this group of people here.
Yeah.
I just want to take a look at them to see if they're paying attention to us and sort of gauge their suspicion level.
Okay.
I don't know if that's insider perception.
It is. Yeah, go give me an insight.
I got a 17 on the die, and I don't think I add anything to that either.
Okay. Yeah, this guy right here is.
No, wait, I do. I'm proficient. Yay! I did make that one of my proficiencies. But I don't have a wisdom modifier though, so I got a 19.
Okay. Yeah, there's one guy that's like actively like watching you guys. He's like actually like he's lounging and he's kind of like laughing, you know, cruelly at seeing them like afraid and having to like pick up shit. And when he sees you kind of look his way, he's like, you know, last one of them that got a little too close, got his arm almost bitten clean off. Wasn't able to do work anymore, and they brought him into the hatchery to feed to the hatchlings.
Why do you think we took the ones that are already exhausted from work? We don't want to waste a fresh one. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of time. They can only carry so much shit in a bucket. I'm gonna offer the. I'm gonna dangle the flask out in front of him and have a little bit and say, you know, you care for a nip while we're off duty. I ain't supposed to be drinking while I'm working.
He's like, praise Tiamat.
Yeah. The goddess provides, doesn't she?
All right. So you want them to take the shit buckets up the ladder to like go out of sight.
I think Tars is going
Tars
up the
is trying to do
ladder
that?
first,
All right.
and
I'm
then
going up the ladder first because I know the guards are right there, and I can maybe bluff them to let these prisoners just walk right on by.
Okay.
yeah,
You get
that
up
we're
to the
dumping
top,
them, dumping.
and the guards definitely
dumping
like
poop in the
yell
woods.
down to you. They're like, "Oi, what's up?"
The stables, as it were, they're overflowing. We're sending some prisoners to dump some of the shit off in the woods here. It's bothering everybody's party.
You're making them all climb up that ladder instead of just walking out the back or the front way.
Well, you know, the couple of them gave us a little lip earlier. We thought this would be better.
All right, roll deception.
18.
Man, all these deception rolls.
Well, I have a +5.
Like, good plan.
Praise Tiamat.
Praise Tiamat. And this guy actually holds up a hand sign to you. It looks it looks like this.
Make mental note.
You see that on? Actually, I am doing this on Twitch, but I'm not broadcasting my. I can only broadcast my camera to one place, so I can't show you. But it's imagine now all hand outstretched with all your fingers, except your index and your ring finger are curled in.
Ooh, like a Yoda hand.
So you're extending your thumb, middle finger, and little finger.
Yes.
I mimic the sign right back.
Okay. He lets you pass. The people eventually stumble up the ladder. It takes a while. One of them drops the bucket at one point. The guards are watching and they're like laughing.
Can Zeal see this happening from up on the hill?
Yes, you can. Definitely.
I'm gonna pretend to be drinking a little bit more as I'm leaning up against the ladder. You know, do the old trick where you put the bottle to your lips and don't take anything in, you know?
Okay. This is going to be a good point for everyone who's down in the camp to just make a straight charisma check.
20 from Imelda.
Got a 7.
I got a 19.
And Tyrus, what was yours?
Rolled a 20. So, charisma.
Something
Yeah,
over 20.
23.
Okay. Jay, you just notice one guy give you like a second look. He doesn't say anything, and he like keeps going about his business, but he doesn't like be like, "Hey, who are you?"
Mhm.
Okay, so we tried to quote unquote blend into the crowd, so that guy would kind of lose track of us.
Yeah. From this point, well, first, actually, let's talk about Zeal and Diabroth. So, Zeal, you very easily, from where you guys are been hiding out, see what you're pretty sure is Tars and 3 people climbing up the ladder out the back. What do you guys want to do?
Sweet.
We should probably go around.
Yeah, I was gonna go around and get closer, so if they get into trouble, we can at least help right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can get around through the trees very easily. Diabroth, you probably stay a little further away.
Yeah.
And after a little while, the 3 of them get just to the edge of the road. And Tars, what do you? They're like, the people are like looking at you, and they're like, "Who are you? You're not one of them."
I came into Greenest last night. We're here for you. Just keep calm and be quiet.
All right, Zeal, you can
No.
you can get up close enough to be a part of this as well if you want. Diabroth, you can probably be within earshot at least. They're like,
All right.
they're like, what?
How many of you are there? How many prisoners?
There's 8. We're not from Greenest though. The 3 of us are from other smaller towns southeast of there. The 5 from Greenest arrived recently. They had to. One of them almost starts crying. They're like, they work us down to the bone, and then bring them into that cave, and they never come back.
Oh.
Well, you're out now, so just keep calm. We'll get you out of here tonight. Where are these other the other 3 fresh ones? Did you see where they took them?
They get taken to peel potatoes, to clean away brush, to wash pots, any manner of labor you could think of. But it's usually not for long. They'll probably be taken back. The area you found us, they chain us all up and leave us there overnight. There's usually only maybe 1 guard, but we're all chained together. But what if we don't come back? What are you going to tell that guard when you try and go back?
I'll come up with something. Don't you worry about that.
All right. They're worried, but they definitely want to run away. So you gonna? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try and just?
Am I able to make myself look like one of the prisoners?
You probably could, but since there's only 8 of them, they might. Depending on who's like the people that have been working with them the most, might depends on who you interact with, I guess.
Well, no, I meant like the ones that he brought, like because I could go back with him as a prisoner.
I had to step away for like 10 minutes, but I'll be right back.
Okay. I would say it's maybe not impossible, but it's going to be a very high DC.
Impractical. Okay.
Yeah.
I look too good to be a prisoner.
Yeah. Plus, you're like, you've got
A full elf.
armor on. You'd have to stash your weapon somewhere if you want to keep that.
Oh, I'm a rogue. I got plenty of areas to stash weapons.
Is that a rogue?
So,
I guess.
Zeal, let me run this by you since you're here. My plan is to just, tell the guard that these prisoners are all sick up here from the stench, and I need a fresh one to come and drag them back with me.
Okay.
Think that would work, or is that a little too lofty for a lie?
Oh,
Maybe you could get those guards from the tower to come up and get them.
yeah.
That's why I surround myself with smart friends. Good plan.
Yeah, me and Direbrock can help with your new friends.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna walk down briskly down the path towards the guard tower again.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like they need some beatings to get motivated.
Yeah, with that kind of story in mind.
Okay. All right, you get there. The guards see you. They're like, "Where are the prisoners?"
One of them's retching on the hill from what he had in his bucket, and the other 2 are loafing around trying to take advantage of him being, sick at the time. I need a hand giving them giving them some motivation.
You telling me you just left them unattended?
I'm going to cast my what's it called? Minor illusion for a sound of someone retching in the woods.
Okay.
For effect.
Okay. You know that you have to make some sort of like a hand gesture and chant a spell to cast that. You'd need to roll, I guess, sleight of hand or something to try and cast it.
Even with my focus of the
well, with them talking to you directly and being just 15.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, as I gesture off into the woods, I'll try and work my gesture into that.
All right, so I guess I need a sleight of hand and a deception.
All right, sleight of hand. It's a +1 on the sleight of hand. That's a 16, and the deception, 24.
Damn, Brunson.
I'm killing it tonight, man.
Very nice.
It's my lucky die. I'm never giving it up.
Can I hear this from the bottom of the ladder or no?
Give me a roll perception.
Well, I got a 9.
You hear the guards like the tone of voice would indicate like alarm, I guess, but you can't make out what they're saying.
I'm gonna start climbing the ladder then.
Okay.
And mumbling complainingly about Edward, that idiot.
All right. The guards seem to be like talking to each other. They're not immediately like calling bullshit on you, Tars, but they're not also climbing out of the tower just yet. You guys back here, are you taking the prisoners and bolting?
Well, I can act like the prisoner keeled over while they hide.
Okay. Interesting. So you're gonna like collapse. Are you gonna like are you gonna try and like get rid of your armor or try and cover it up?
I can go. I think I could actually go without armor for a few rounds. Yeah, I can take my studded leather off.
And I'll lead them to the tree edge.
Okay, you do that.
I'll kind of use the brushes as like hiding some of it, but let me remove that armor.
All right. Zashar, before you get to the top, let's go quick see what Imelda and Jay are doing.
Okay.
My scroll wheel gets messed up. I can't zoom in any further.
Remember, Jay is currently AFK.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you guys what you can see. Damn it, why can't I zoom in any further? Did I fix it? Okay, there we go. So you guys were going this way just to get, like, until you could get out of eyesight of that guard or until he stops paying attention, which you guys can certainly get to here.
And that's pretty close to where Leosin was supposed to be, right?
Yeah, so give me a perception.
Great.
And Jay can roll too when he gets back, if necessary.
That's a 13 from Imelda.
13.
Should we just make his roll now?
Yeah. Well, yours is enough. If you're specifically looking for Leosin.
Yeah, that's the one. That's, I mean,
there can
it was a stroke of luck that we got sent in this direction.
Great. If you're looking for Leosin, there can be no doubt. And I'm actually, at this point, going to post the next bit of art from the book. Where did I put it? Bloop. Episode 2,
Loki.
The Raider Camp.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's straight ahead, just past the wagon. You see, tied up to, strung up to a post, like up above the ground, some poor unfortunate guy.
Oh man.
That's not there anymore.
So that's not there. Okay, great.
There is nobody near him, actually, at all. He's strung up. He's looking forlorn.
Well, I guess most people would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of us are gonna pause, sort of like right at the edge of like where it would be starting to be suspicious of people approaching him.
Okay.
And I just want to get the prisoner to understand, like, look, you're from Greenest, right?
So yeah, that's right.
Well, this is your lucky night because we're breaking you out of here, and as many of your friends as we can manage. My friends kind of jumped the gun a little bit, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to get them all. But that Leosin is also somebody we're trying to rescue. Thoughts?
He says, he's like, brave sirs, I can't believe it. Praise.
I'm a madam, but thanks.
Oh right.
You were trying to be disguised as a man.
You were disguised.
Well, a boy, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you were disguised a little too well.
I guess so.
And you guys can pretend to be like messing with the wagon too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, we were just brought in last night. We'd heard all these rumors that they just work you till you're near death and feed you to some foul creatures within those caves. That elf, though, they captured him just this morning, or actually late last night, around the time that they had all arrived back, or that we all arrived. Just shortly after that, he was snooping around the outskirts of the camp, apparently. They've just been beating him all day, although it seems they let people go up and just throw rocks and yell at him every once in a while. And then there's this black dragon lady that goes and talks to him.
see. Well, if Leosin was able to was back to health and had those bonds cut, he could probably just run up the back way out, which I think might be our plan.
He's like, you're so brave.
But we're gonna need, huh?
You're so brave.
Well, what my hesitation is that there's other people from your village here, but we don't have any way of rescuing them yet. Let's see if let's see if can we wait until
Okay, I'm back.
This is perfect.
Good time.
Yeah, this was good timing. So what you missed was that we had gone back with this guy, and we found Leosin, who was the elf who was missing, and he's been kind of like semi-crucified back here, but not really crucified, but like, you know, hung up.
Right there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's alive, but he's, you know, like suffering and he's bound and stuff. So it's possible for us to go rescue him, but I'm wondering if there's a method that we can use to rescue some of the other people, or if we should just try and just like quickly go up, free him, and then just like escape up the slope.
It's like Holland, right?
What?
So
What's that?
I probably have to like carry him. He's so weak.
Not if I heal him. I mean, at least I hope. I mean, I can't really verify that because I haven't looked closely enough. In fact, wait a second. You guys, pretend you're fixing this wagon and kind of roll it in front of him so that it'll block the line of sight. And I'm going to go up and speak to him in Elvish, like quiet, like.
Okay.
All right. So figuring that.
Check.
What's that?
Make a strength or athletics check.
To work on the wagon or mess around with the wagon.
Like push the wagon, I guess, in
Push
front
it?
of like sort of.
Push it around. Yeah, you don't need to roll for it.
Okay. It's pretty big, but okay.
Yeah.
But while they're doing that, I want to kind of go up, kind of semi close to him, and see if I can address him in Elvish and see if he responds. That's a little too close.
Okay. Yeah, he
Maybe like
lifts,
that. Yeah.
He lifts his head and he's like, finding new fancy ways to intimidate me, huh? Think you can use my own tongue to learn more secrets from me?
If you'd stop wagging your tongue, you might find you'll be pleasantly surprised. Listen, I've got both your staff and your choker. Me and my comrades are here to rescue as many people as we can, including you if possible. If I free you, will you be able to make it out of here? Like up that slope to the back?
He's like, I'm not ready to leave just yet.
You're not? Okay, then we'll wait a minute. You're not ready to leave?
I came here.
You realize that you can expect to get fed to one of those drakes, right?
Not until that Resmir feels she's learned everything she can, and I haven't been talking. But I have the jump on them. I'm learning everything I need to take down these foul cultists.
Oh, well then maybe we don't even need to rescue you, but maybe we could give you a hand in some other way. Would you like, for instance, that staff and choker of yours?
You can roll an insight.
Okay, that would be a 16.
I mean, he's making strong words, but he looks like beaten to an inch of his life. His voice, I can't emulate it. Is that like raspy, like, you know, you haven't had a drink of water, and he's like weak, and he definitely sounds like he's just making strong words. But
yeah, isn't this the guy who like ran off on his own and his apprentice was like afraid he was going to get himself in trouble?
That's right, yeah.
Shoot.
He's like,
looking at the other side of the camp, it looks like our friends are already beginning to operate. We don't really have much time here.
he's like, also, he's like, I'm being watched. You know, not at any given second, but he like pauses. He's like, you know, I may die if I stay. I want to learn more, but I really can't. If you're,
Was he tied up
how is he tied up? By the
Can we, like,
wrists.
at the wrists?
Yeah.
They like leave him a knife.
Sorry,
Let him cut,
wrists and around the waist.
we leave him a knife and let him cut himself free while we're far away from him.
That might work. But he says he doesn't think he'd make it up that trail quickly enough before he was noticed. But you know, maybe if there was like he's being watched, but it's reasonably far enough away that he's like, I mean, maybe if there was like something put in my place so that it wouldn't be so obvious I was missing. But
let's heal him. Leave him a knife. Get up the cliff with our other dude, and then like create a distraction towards the mouth of the camp or something.
That's perfect. Okay. I'm gonna just go up, basically shove a dagger like right next to his wrist so he can rub free, and then Cure Light wounds him.
okay, you do that. He's like, who are you anyway?
Do you want me to roll the Cure Light wounds damage
Yes.
or healing?
Yes.
What is it? It's D8 plus charisma. That's not that good. It's still only 5 hit points. Still, it's better than nothing. Imelda Intenso. Remember the name. All right, so we've given him the means to escape. I'm going to return with the other prisoner, and then, well, what do you think, Jay? Should we just try and take this guy right to the front gate and see if we can pick up any other prisoners on the way?
Oh, that might be pushing our luck.
Well, what's the alternative? Go up the ladder like those others did? Actually, could you describe what exactly is going on? Like if we look over right there right now, should we maybe cut, or like what are we seeing?
We're probably going to cut back to the others. But as far as like, what do you see with the very?
Because I guess what I'm trying to determine is whether we should make a break for that ladder right now, or whether we should continue to push our luck.
Well,
what is this you know, narrow ramp look now that we're closer to it?
Sorry, what does what look like?
The narrow ramp that we're nearby?
Yes, it's we're talking, you know, it's not even 5 feet wide. It's not level. It's you know, angled at, you know, a degree where you need to be like, you know, have one hand on the wall and kind of like scoot your way up. It's pretty visible, except for about halfway up there's like a large rock that you could probably like hide behind, but it's definitely difficult terrain. So like it'd be like, if we're talking like combat rounds here, it'd be like probably 2 rounds to get to where the boulder is that you could hide, and then like another 2 rounds to get to the top of the cliff if you were dashing with all of your, you know, actions.
It's not like you need to make a climb check.
It's not a climb check, it's just difficult terrain, but like I said, it'd be like a total of like 4 or 5 rounds of movement to get to the top.
So I think one of us should just take one prisoner we have up there. Somebody, just probably you, linger around in the camp, and once the trouble starts, see if you can tag any prisoners and get out. I mean, you still got like a bunch of spells you could probably pull people with, or
I never thought I'd hear myself say this, Jay, but I don't want you to leave me alone.
Okay, well, we could all 3 go up this ramp then.
Well,
but like looking over at the ladder, maybe we like that's much easier and much faster, and our friends are already over right there. But like, what do we see if we look over there right now?
that's a good question. All right, so Jay, the guards haven't come down. Zashar, you get to the top of the ladder. You can
right.
speak.
When I get to the top, I want to call to the guards on top in Draconic. I want to say, hey, did they at least teach you acolytes the goddess's tongue? And see if they respond in Draconic.
They're like, they don't seem to comprehend you. And they
then
look
I'll
down, they're like, what's this then? Something's going on here.
I'll say, yeah, you don't. I say, you idiots don't even speak. You're idiots like him. And I'm gonna point my thumb to Tars and say, you haven't even learned the tongue of Tiamat yet, have you? Damn it. I'm here to relieve. He says, let me take over guard duty and let me up in your tower for a moment. I'm gonna climb in the tower up at the guard tower and say, I have some special information for you.
Roll deception.
I got a 19. So good.
Damn, you guys can't roll.
I can't seem to roll above or below a 10 when it's a social roll.
They're like, why don't you just stay down there?
And they're coming down?
No, they're
Or
they're still up there. They're like talking to each other. They're like, this, like, they're like, those prisoners
look,
are still up there.
I'm gonna look, kind of like give a little social cue, like, you know, I'm gonna like kind of make it obvious, but like, I'm gonna like, kind of like run a finger across my neck and then like, you know, gesture towards Tars. You know, try to make it look like I'm hiding that from Tars. And say, no, there's something you gotta know, there's something I'd like you to know in person while I'm making that gesture, is into like, I mean, I'm trying to communicate something specific, but I don't know if they're gonna be smart enough to get this or not.
Well, what they say is, you need to go get those prisoners right now. And he texts you, Tars. He's like, there, take him with you. Go.
All right.
All right, then I'll go with. And I was going to say, and when we get off, I was going to say, I was hoping I could use Draconic to get them to escort you out in the woods alone and get them out of the guard tower. But
Seems my plan wasn't thought through well enough, but hopefully we can get this taken care of.
at some point, we're going to need to kick that ladder down.
And they see me damn near naked on the ground.
All right. So then, in that case, Imelda and Jay.
Well, that didn't work as well as I was thinking.
You see them actually. You see your friends walk up the canyon, and then after that, you see one of the guards climb out of the tower, and then it looks like he's like going to climb down the stairs.
I don't think we want to head over there.
You do or you don't?
Oh, I don't think we should head over there. I think
okay, then let's make for the entrance, and we're gonna tell the one prisoner, you got it. Like, we're gonna be on our way out of here very soon, so we're gonna like keep your eyes peeled for anybody from Greenus. We're gonna pick them up, and then we're gonna just walk straight out the front. Okay?
He's like, I'll try. Wait, can you roll a persuasion?
Persuasion?
Yep.
Sure, I'll be very persuasive. That's a 12.
He's like cautiously going with you, but he seems like he's like, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Would you rather go up the camp right here instead of walking through the whole camp full of these guards?
He's like, I don't know. I guess you walked in here, right? Maybe you can walk out. All right. You said you started walking towards the front.
I think we would actually go around the other side, like kind of get close to the ladder, but kind of go, kind of take a counterclockwise route, because this way we can see more people, and he'll be able to have a better chance to see any other Greenest people.
Okay.
And also, I'd like to, be perceiving my, little butt off to try and see if there's anybody who's obviously being kicked around like a, prisoner.
Okay. Well, you guys start heading that way. What are you guys doing up at the top of the cliff?
Well, I'm gonna put my armor back on.
Okay.
I think we need to get these 3 out of here. And I don't know. I don't know if I've messed things up to the point where we can't fix it now in the canyon, and if we should just try and aid our friends escape.
If they don't see these 3 prisoners coming back in a minute or so, they're going to send people up this way, immediately. So our choices are either to continue the ruse by sending the 3 back, or trying to get these 3 out as far away for safety and have this point be our distraction point for the others. But we only got a few seconds to make that call.
I can watch the guards, and if they start making a move, I can start shooting them.
I want to head back to the guard tower right now. Maybe with, if not a prisoner, with another person at least, to so that it looks like that we've got the prisoners coming back.
Which person?
Which one looks like they're the most fit or the most like brave?
Of the 3 actual prisoners?
Or either that or with Zeal.
Well, they just yelled at me a lot, so I think they know who I am.
Yeah, I mean, not with you. Yeah.
Wait, but what about Zeal though?
Yeah, or with Zeal, if he could still pass as a prisoner, possibly.
Yeah.
He did just put his arm around.
I was gonna say,
take it off. It's not a big deal.
No, I'm gonna say one of the prisoners give the elf your clothes.
Yeah, one of the guys will gladly toss you a tunic or something.
Great,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, Zeal, just play with me for a minute, okay?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
I won't be too rough, and I'm gonna
Even more so.
I'm gonna grab his make a fist and then put my fist on top of his head, and say, I'm pulling your hair. Do you think you can act like this? And then I'm gonna move my fist around and see if he moves his head to follow it.
Yes.
Great. Then I'm gonna march. I'm gonna march him back towards the where the guard tower is.
Okay.
And it's not. I'm not hiding the fact that I'm having fun with him pulling my hair.
Yeah. We're sort of playing he's in pain, or if it's a deception roll from us, we'll
Okay. Well, when you get back within eyesight, there's only 1 guard up there. He's got his bow drawn. He's like, "Stop right there."
I will.
He's like,
before we're going, I just want to make sure I'm looking like I'm keeled over. My arms are actually on my chest, concealing my daggers.
Okay.
That way I'm not unarmed.
Okay. He's like, something's funny here. I think Mondath is going to want to ask you some questions.
I say, yeah, I think it's funny that you don't speak the goddess's tongue and they put you in an important position like a guard tower. And then I'm going to start speaking Draconic, but while I speak Draconic, I want to cast a spell, command, and order him to approach.
Great. What's this, wisdom save?
Nice.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save. I think it's DC... let's see, my modifier is +3. God damn it, I can never remember if it starts at the base of 8 or 10.
8. It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your
okay, so it is.
modifier.
Yeah, okay, so it's 13, DC 13.
Okay.
And the command is approach. It only lasts 1 round, but he does exactly what I ordered him to do.
Okay.
Moves toward me by the shortest, most direct route possible.
Without doing something obviously stupid like throwing himself off the tower.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. He, I guess because he wouldn't be able to climb without doing this, stows his bow and he climbs down the ladder. What do you do during that round?
I say, I'm going to say, get ready to kill him as soon as he's within. I'm going to say,
all right, let's roll initiative then. You two and him.
Oh, he dead. Oh, are we rolling initiative? I didn't hear that.
Yes, roll initiative.
Okay.
I got 18.
Oh, sweetness. I got 20.
Okay. You're up.
I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to take his place in the guard tower if I can.
Let's see. I don't want to do this, but I could throw my dagger again.
Yeah, because you guys are pretty far away. You probably could have had, like, during that round where he was walking forward, you could have, like, taken a round just to move, like, 30 feet closer.
Okay, then that actually makes it a lot easier. So that means I could dash up to him.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be able to attack if you did that, but you could.
Yeah.
Can you sneak attack with a thrown dagger?
As long as
You have to have advantage.
either I have advantage or a teammate is within 5 feet, or an enemy of the enemy.
Be right back.
So if I have whatchamacallit, advantage, yeah, I get sneak attack. Because he doesn't even know that we're attacking. So are we getting the first round for free?
No, that one round was just movement, I guess.
Yeah, this isn't a surprise round.
Yeah, now
Okay.
it's initiative. Yeah.
Damn. Oh, then he doesn't even have his weapon drawn. I'm gonna.
I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm waiting for. I mean, I suppose we could wait till we advance together if we have to.
Oh, I'm thinking you're next.
Yeah, we don't know for sure though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are next.
You might be able to take him out with your blast or whatever, but.
I was counting on your sneak attack to off him, but.
Oh yeah, all right. Then we'll get up here. Or. Yeah, I've already made my move. Like
Okay.
30. I was about there. I could go 30 feet and then throw my dagger.
You could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts as a sneak attack though.
He's first, I guess.
Or do you have to wait until I'm within 5 feet of you, or I have to be 5 feet within of him?
Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet, or an enemy of his. It doesn't even have to be our team.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, you could hold.
Yeah, you run up and hold, and then I'll run up and get up in his face, and you throw
Okay.
a dagger at him.
I can do that.
Okay, so you're holding to throw a dagger from where you're standing.
Yep. Yes.
And that is what's the range on the dagger though?
It's 20 and 60, so I'm going to be at disadvantage because I'm at 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, that one. So it'll be at disadvantage, but you'll get sneak attack as long as the shark can get right up to him.
Yeah. Okay.
There won't be a disadvantage, but you'll get sneak attack.
And
Yeah.
I'll have my sword and get right up next to him, because I'll have to take the dash action, right?
Yeah, I mean, so you guys are right next to each other. So yeah, you can.
Oh wait, what's dagger? Dagger's a D4. Yeah, so I'm getting my attack ready. Hopefully it hits.
All right.
Yeah, I was hoping we could do this in melee. I
Yeah.
But he can only, the spell only lasts for 1 round, so he's gonna have free reign next turn anyways.
He's gonna act this turn after you guys are done.
Yes. Yes.
Hopefully I hit him pretty hard.
Roll the hit.
All right. All right. Be nice to me, dice. Be nice. Be nice. Ooh, 15 and a 13 with the plus. What the hell is it? +5? Oh, okay, so I have 18 and 20.
You're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are pretty lucky. Jeez, yikes.
All right.
I really thought I could get closer to this guy.
Hey, so hopefully I can do max damage. Come on, max damage. Whatever, +3. Oh, son of a bitch. 1, 1, 3. Oh, with my plus, so I got 5.
5 damage. He's still up.
I got great attack rolls, but shitty damage rolls.
Yeah. Your average like schmuck in 5e probably has like 25 or 30 hit points.
I think they're about the same of us.
Okay.
I did 5.
He's up. He yells, "Help!" and draws a spear.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to avoid him doing. The one thing.
And he swings at you, Zashar.
Okay.
I'm sure he gets you.
Yeah, my AC's 14.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And then it would be back to Zeal.
Okay, so now I can do my move. And then I can do my regular attack. I only have 1 dagger right now, but...
Right.
But it's still sneak attack.
You can interact with object to... Well, I suppose the dagger's like stuck in him. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can interact with...
Well, I have another one in my backpack from a cobalt just as an extra because I apparently throw, so I can't get it. I don't have my backpack with me.
Right.
So. All right, so just a regular +5.
But you're still sneaking, right? Because Frank is adjacent.
Yeah. No, I get the sneak attack. 15 total.
15? Miss.
Miss?
Yep.
Nay.
He's got a chain shirt on. By the way, you guys down there, you guys hear a guard yell, "Help!"
You guys should run and go help.
Tell me if you'd be wanting to try and join combat, or if you want to sneak away, or if you want to observe. What would you do at this exact moment?
It's hard for me to decide. I would glance at Jay.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but get out of here via the normal exit, or try and run up the ladder after them.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna make this decision. Come on, let's help and try and run up the ladder along with the prisoner.
Through all these guys?
We had to do it. Had to be one of these things. And hey, if somebody questions us, we can just pretend like we're dumb.
Oh, you want to act like you're going up to help whatever, like okay.
Right.
What are you doing with the prisoner then?
Obviously, he should come with us.
Okay.
And then once we climb up the ladder, we take it up after us.
Okay.
Because they're not irresponsible enough to leave a prisoner off on their own.
He's not on his own though. He's stuck in the middle of the camp.
Right.
And he's like wearing I didn't say it before. He probably has some kind of manacles on. Not ones. He could still get a full range of movement, but something to signify him as a prisoner.
I know, but we've got to. But this is we got to get out of here.
Okay. So you're going to take the prisoner up the ladder, along with all these other guys who might be running up the ladder as well.
Well, we're going to initially move there and see if we can bullshit us into being the first up.
Okay.
Meat shield.
I think you'd be able to see that there's going to be some people ahead of you on the ladder.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys should probably kick down the ladder, and I think we probably got to head out.
Yeah, we'll
circle
head out.
Back to the narrow ledge.
Yeah, I hope it's not telling you guys too much that my initial plan is to kick the ladder down.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go. Then I guess our plan goes nowhere. But we're gonna try and not be in the main thrust of any guards and stay out of the way and just kind of make our escape south.
All right. So maybe for at least one round, it's gonna look like you're moving this direction to help.
Yeah.
So
that sounds good.
We'll just move you 30 feet closer for this round, or
Perfect.
I guess maybe 60 feet if you're trying to rush there to help.
Okay, so I gotta go into stupid tabletop here to figure out some... I should have been paying attention when I made this plan anyways. But... it is actually my turn, right?
Yeah, because Zeal attacked, didn't kill him, missed him, and now, so now it's Ashar.
So I am 30 feet from the ladder, right?
Let me measure here.
inches, right?
It looks more like 45 to me.
Okay, then I'm going to take the dash action. I don't care if he oppies me.
Okay.
I'm going to enter a rage.
Okay.
Dash towards the ladder.
Okay.
God. And I am going to use my interact with object to pull up the ladder and just yank it all the way up.
Okay, so your dash is your action. Okay, yeah, that works then. Your interact would be to knock it over.
No, I'm not knocking it over. I'm pulling the ladder up.
You want to pull it up.
If I knock it over, they can just set it back up again. I'm yanking it up here.
Okay.
That's why I'm raging, because I assume there might be a strength check involved.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a strength check, because it's like a 20-foot, 30-foot ladder or something like that.
It's a nice tactical rage, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is not can I pick the ladder up, it's can I do it in like 6 seconds.
Yeah, and get it out of reach of anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So he can oppie me if he wants.
Yeah, he is certainly going to make an attack on you. That hits for 8 damage.
Well, it's only 4 because I'm raging.
Okay.
And then my strength check, oh, fucking A. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh.
So my grand total is fucking 5.
Well, the plan had to go to hell somewhere.
Yeah, you lift it up like a foot, but it's in reach of anybody.
And I can't continue to use my dash action to move any more of my feet to like move it away or anything, right?
I mean, no, you'd think you'd need to drop it if you wanted to move away.
Could I break part of it first or no? Oh, wait a minute. Or could I like throw it over near those frickin' animals, like in the poop or something?
I'd say you might be able to. You might be able to, instead of lifting it up, you might be able to try and push it over. You know, like.
Or can I drag it a little bit further to this like north area and then drop it in the corner past the animals?
I think with those strength checks, you just you could push it away from you or drop it right where you're at.
Well, then I guess I'm just pushing it.
Okay.
I would love for it to fall on a lizard if I could, but.
I mean, you could like push it to the side so it falls down that way. It might hit one of them.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, in a perfect world, it would land on a lizard and make it angry, but.
Okay, I'll roll.
I understand that may not be possible.
I'll roll. Chance of that happening. Whoa. Do you want high or low?
I want high, I guess.
Okay, it was a natural 1, so no, it doesn't hit any of them. All right, then you can move 15 more feet if you want.
I want to get away from this edge, so I'm not pushed over it.
Okay.
So I'd like to move back towards under the guard tower.
Yeah, you could be directly underneath it if you want, or at.
Yes, I would like to be directly underneath it, somehow, maybe using one of the pillars for defense if possible.
Great. I can't place a token.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
There, but, yeah.
Just place me wherever. On my next action, I'll just try and push the tower over.
All right.
No, I'm not going to do that.
So, you guys on top of the cliff, you definitely hear this commotion. How would you guys want to proceed?
Well, Diabroth, what do you think? Should we help, or should one of us take the prisoners, or what do you want to do? I think I need to help.
I think we both should go down and help. I think the prisoners are going to have to find their own way out, I guess.
Find a road and keep moving.
Yeah, good luck. And
Okay.
find safety.
We'll try and get as far as we can and rest. So they have the like exhaustion. I think there is their levels of exhaustion. They've got enough exhaustion that they can only move like 20 feet around. They like they can't.
They probably can't run.
Yeah, they can't run. Can't take the dash action. But yeah, they'll say, yes, sir. Just we'll do what we can. Thank you. You guys can roll initiative if you want, and you can jump into this round if it's hasn't gotten past whatever. If it's less than an 18, you can jump into this round.
2.
14.
Okay. In that case, Oh, should you? So you guys are not planning to join the combat then at this point. Actually, with having seen the ladder get toppled over, does that change what you guys down below are doing?
Yeah, it changes it in a major way because we now want to. I mean, there's going to be a lot of guards focusing their attention on here really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does it look like the guards down on the lower level are doing?
It looks like they're going to go try and grab the ladder. It looks like they're some of them have run to alert other people that were not paying attention over here.
Shit.
We should probably start walking with the prisoner. Where did we get the prisoner from originally?
Over here.
Yeah, we'll fake like we're taking him back there, and then
Yeah, that would be logical.
And when we get near, we'll just try and walk out south, hoping there's too much distraction up here.
Okay. Yeah, since you have a prisoner with you, it would make a lot of sense for you not to be joining the combat, instead taking the prisoner back to their place. So, yeah, you don't even need to roll for that. It looks like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Get more prisoners.
So then we'll jump back into the initiative order. Then it'd be
close.
It'd be Tars. Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna run in the direction of the guard tower. See what I see.
Let's see. If you moved 30 feet, you could see the guard tower. There's no one in it. You wouldn't have a shot. A shot from that angle, so you could move another 30 feet with your dash action.
I think I'd have to do that.
Okay. From that point, you'd see, you'd be able to get a line of sight for next turn.
Okay.
Dybra? Oh wait, sorry, you had initiative like 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not up yet. Guard's up. Yeah, he doesn't have much choice. Yeah, he's gonna attack. He'll attack Zeal. Although, Zashar being fairly injured. Actually, I don't know. With your resistance, maybe you haven't really.
I have 9 hit points left.
9?
Out of 17.
Yeah, so you're pretty bloodied. But he can't. He wouldn't be able to move to you without. So he looks like he would want to attack you, but he doesn't want to get hit by Zeal, so he'll attack Zeal. That is a fumble.
Nice.
Melee fumble. You meant to do that. Move 10 feet in a random direction and provoke.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity?
It does. Also, he is moving. He's going to move 10 feet this way.
Okay. Oh, this time I got a 19.
Hits.
I get sneak attack, or is it just my dagger?
No sneak attack.
Okay. And 5.
5? He's still up then. Then it would be Diabra.
Well, I'm gonna dash to catch up.
Okay. You see the guard tower, but you can't see the people.
Okay.
And then it would be back to Zeal. And
all right.
All these guys would move. They'd be probably take them a round or 2 to get the ladder back in place. So they're all scurrying about.
You're not leaving. Would it just be a?
Anyone have the grease spell?
No.
I
I
Is
know.
the dagger that's stuck in him easily accessible?
I mean, probably not. I don't think.
Okay, fine.
I don't think so. Not while he's.
I feel naked not getting 2 attacks.
I have extra daggers for you. Just kill him.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, he might have grabbed it, and pulled it out, and like thrown it on the ground or something. I don't think you just.
Information I need to know. That's okay. 17.
17 to hit hits.
Finally, 7 max damage.
All right, he falls.
Nice.
And in my potion, I'm going to pick up my other dagger.
Great.
Then I'm going to use my bonus cunning action to get my ass away from here.
Okay. So with this guy dead, rather than going round by round, I guess I'd want to know what is, I'd say like Zashar, you're in the most dangerous position. What would you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm booking it out.
You guys are bolting.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna yell, "Run away!"
If he hadn't yelled help, I was gonna hopefully put on his clothes, but we're past the point of that.
Great. With the like round or two it takes him to get the ladder back up, you guys can get a good head start. Although, no, they wouldn't be able to get the lizards up there. I think they just have normal speed anyway. All right, so you guys run away. Down below, you start heading the prisoner's direction, and then you want to try and somehow walk your way out the front.
That's the idea. I mean, looking also for any other prisoners.
Okay.
But like the thing is that we would want to be on like kind of crossing, not on the side where the prisoners area is, or at least not too close,
Right.
So I guess we would. I mean, like how general is the commotion right now? Because like that's what would determine the path we take and everything.
A portion of each of these clumps of people, it seems like maybe 25% of them are rushing towards the cliff here.
Oh yeah, that's way too many. Yeah, we just got to go the opposite way out.
But so there's still people that are staying and like watching from their tents. But everybody's attention. Everybody's attention is definitely at the guard tower.
I think this is the best move. So we weren't able to spot any other slaves though.
Roll perception.
Thank you.
Got a 6.
A 16.
16. There are more people back at where you took this slave from. It's been a couple minutes, a few minutes.
Okay, Jay, we gotta risk this. We gotta go back and back to there. I gotta something to get these guards to leave us alone.
Although you're gonna get me killed.
It's not too far. Come on, we'll just go there right now.
Right.
Are you gonna go with him, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably safer.
He's like, at this point. The prisoner's like, "Are you kidding me? We gotta go. They're not gonna let us."
I thought those people were from Greenest. They should be your friends. Come on.
Okay. I'll hang back a little bit.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the three guards, and I'm gonna try and get them to be, like, get to within 20 feet, like within a 20-foot radius.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Okay. They're like, "What the hell's going on over there?"
Man, you guys would never believe it. It's this really interesting story. I'm gonna cast sleep.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. Oh man. All right.
You don't think this will work?
How much HP can you affect?
Yeah, it's gonna be a dice roll. I mean, I'm not casting any judgment. My plan wasn't a whole lot better, so.
Oh, I put my armor back on.
Nobody's looking this direction. This is the best chance we got. 5d8.
You got a saving throw?
No,
there's no save actually.
Yeah, it's just if they have low hit points, it should work. If they only have like.
All right, let me get my 8-sided dice out. Okay, so the total hit points affected, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled pretty well. So that's 6 plus 5, 11 plus 15 plus 2. So 17 total hit points are affected.
Oh, that's not going to do 3 of them.
Not gonna do it.
I say at least 2 of them.
I'm guessing 1.
You were 1 away from it being 2.
Oh God.
One of them falls asleep.
What happens if they're partially affected?
Nothing.
No effect. Well, there
Okay.
are. There are. Do I have these numbers right? Because you got 3 over there. You got 1 with you. Yeah. So there's 4. There's 4 prisoners there. They're all chained to each other. Great. Okay. Well, the rest of you up here, you guys are gonna get away. You two. Roll initiative, and I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh man.
Got a 17.
20. Or sorry, 19.
Okay. We'll roll for the prisoners. Pull up their stats. They're probably not going to be like combatants, but. Straight 10s across the board. Big surprise. And those guys. Okay. Well, Imelda, you're up.
We're gonna try and sleep again.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, one's already asleep, so yeah.
Let's try it. Cross out that last spell slot.
18.
Oh yeah,
18.
being able to cast more than 1 spell a day. I'm still a 1st level caster. I get 1.
Much better. That one's a 23.
Unbelievable. They're all asleep.
Great. Let's come on, Jay. Don't just stand there. Help me drag their bodies away. Meanwhile, we'll free the others.
Okay.
Right.
We'll jump out of initiative. You're gonna try and just like tuck them into a tent or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Amazing.
You got to spend as much time booking it. Yeah, get out. Wow.
Hey, we would have been booking it if you hadn't done your stupid trick with the ladders, Zashar.
Great. Yeah, you get them into the tent, and it's you two and the 4 prisoners, and they're like just wide-eyed and like in disbelief.
Well, I'm going to be the one to be wide-eyed in disbelief if we manage to get out of here. But
No
I think
kidding.
this is the best distraction we're going to get. So forward march. Let's move it, guys. All of you.
These 4 are all chained to each other, and then you've got one guy just with manacles on his own.
Like I said, forward march. I don't care if you're chained to each other. Let's go. We can't waste time here.
Okay.
Sorry. As we're walking, I'm going to try and talk to you like, what excuse are we going to give for why we're bringing these prisoners out of here?
I don't know. I've done a lot of talking this time. What do you think we should do, Jay? Why are you coming up with problems before they even
Jesus. All right, let's tell them that there's a commotion back there. Is someone trying to assault the camp and the prisoners, and we're just trying to get them as far away as possible.
That's perfect.
Okay. Well, these guys right here ask you exactly what you'd expect. Hey, where are you going with them?
There's too much commotion over there. There's some crazy idiots attacking this place.
Okay. Why don't you guys roll deception?
I'm gonna let Imelda roll it.
Yeah, Jay can be just aiding Imelda.
No, Jay, please. Maybe it would be better if you did roll.
Yeah,
But
you
because
you can aid her. All you have to do is make a base check, and then she can get advantage.
Okay, I'll do that.
yeah, please do that. Because my roll really sucked.
I'll say, yeah, what she said.
Well,
almost feel
Mike,
like-
if that does give me advantage, then I've got a 20. If not, I've got like a 9.
I mean, I almost feel like you should have disadvantage in this scenario, so maybe they cancel out. Because this is...
Boom.
Oh, boy.
So yes, you have a 9. If
That was the
just
first
if
roll,
it was
yes.
just a straight roll. This person is like, I don't know about that. Why don't you just wait here till we figure out what's going on?
These were our orders. Look, if you really are that insistent, why don't you go ask the head of the Red Claws?
Like, why would I talk to them? Rezmir's in charge here.
Come on.
Yeah, he's like something.
Look, I
something's
can't
fishy
keep
here.
all these names. I can't keep all these names straight.
He's like, throw down your weapons.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Talking to us.
And they surround you.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Oh.
It's
We
okay.
really could use a cleric when you re-roll.
Are you gonna try and fight your way out of the group, or will you surrender?
I think we've got to run. Don't you, Jay?
Or run.
With or without the prisoners.
Shit. This went horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one.
Did you say?
I don't think we have any
Did you
chance
say you're
of
gonna
running.
try and you're gonna try and run? It looks like they're moving to surround you. Or are you gonna surrender?
I mean, I think we got to surrender.
Fuck. Okay, we either got to surrender or we got to say this. Look, this is all a misunderstanding. A bard would never surrender in conditions like this. This is all a misunderstanding. Look, if you really feel that strongly about it, we'll stay right here, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I guess that doesn't hurt.
That's basically
Yeah.
surrendering.
I'm going to try and fight my way out of this.
If you want to call it still trying to deceive them, fine. But functionally, it's like you're surrendering. All right.
Well, I mean, obviously we are going to continue to deceive, or at least try to.
They do ask for you to demand you to throw down your weapons, though.
Sure, I guess I can do that.
Okay. All right.
I'll do
We're
that
gonna say
then.
you guys have been captured.
Oh no.
We'll address that. We'll address that soon. Actually, probably we're gonna end up addressing it next week. In fact, this might even be a good stopping point. It's not quite 10 yet, but I feel like I got to set up some things based on what happens to you guys. The rest of you, you know,
This is so close. Oh my god.
yeah. For the rest of
Damn
you,
it.
a couple hours goes by. You get to where you think would be a meeting place. You've got those prisoners with you, and Jay and Imelda don't show up.
Well, shit, we need to go back for them.
Let's leave them.
No, we can't leave them behind. It was our commotion that caused the ruckus down below, where they probably got wrapped up.
Right. We've got to go back and look for them.
What
I
about
still
us?
can't believe.
Says the prisoners.
Let's go home. Eve, go away. You're in the way.
Greenest. There's a garrison at there's a defense set up at Greenest, which isn't far from here actually. They have a keep set up, and we can-
Tell them what you saw.
We can barely walk. Are the roads safe? There could be more of these raiders about.
if you'd rather hide in the woods and wait, we can arrange a place where we'll come meet you. But then you're trusting us to come back in a day or so. The choice is up to you.
Might be our
But
best
I'll
bet
leave
is
them
if,
some-
if there's somewhere we could hide. Which, yeah, if you gave them maybe some food and water, you could easily think of some, rocky spots where they could hide that would not be
Yeah.
off the road or something.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Excellent. So we're gonna stop there. I think I will need to do a little private session with Imelda and Jay. Possibly before next week. Maybe if we could just do find some time just to meet for like an hour or something, and just tell you what happens until the rest of the group gets there.
Can find some time.
Roll a natural 20. Save them.
All right, I'll message you guys later and coordinate a time for that. Oh man.
Maybe we should have would have been better off just running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should have just ran with the one prisoner instead of gone back for the others.
Yep.
It was so close though. They were right there.
You got greedy.
And this was like the only like the only chance we were gonna get.
Can't save them all.
Sometimes a gambler needs to cut his losses.
Jay is furious with Imelda.
Yeah.
What's that elf gonna do? Is he gonna get free? I wonder if he's gonna get away.
We're gonna. Yeah.
Hopefully he'll Deus Ex out of all this. Deus Ex us out of all this trouble we've caused.
Who knows?
That would be nice.
He's a level 20.
He does have a dagger now, so.
Level 20 demigod.
Being captured is a likely and accounted for situation of this, so don't feel too bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean mechanically the number of rolls you have to
roll just to
Yeah,
get
I
what
mean-
you were even.
Yeah, totally. Like the number of rolls you have to make to even get somewhere in this scenario,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
doing
mean,
pretty
I
well,
think,
I thought.
There's a lot of ways you could have gone about it. There's like, do you wait till night and sneak in, or even if you've infiltrated, do you wait till like night before like showing your hand?
Right. Infiltrating and like sleeping in a tent and stuff would have been a great move too. But
Yeah, you guys came in and pretty much like, laid out all your cards within 5 minutes being in the camp, and did very well actually. So, hey,
I was hoping those guards on top of the guard tower spoke Draconic, so that I could make it seem like Tars didn't, and say, hey, this guy's suspicious. You go out in the woods and kill him, because his mercenary friends will put up a stink if we kill him inside the camp. So you go out in the woods and kill him, and I'll guard the tower for a few minutes.
That's a great idea, and it would make perfect sense for you to think to do that. It's just because
They probably
they're a
weren't.
Cult of Dragons doesn't mean that every
Right.
newly joined merc has fighter has like studied that. Also, it'd be like maybe more likely for people on the like acolyte path to learn the language.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my plan, but it totally didn't work. And then when I came back and the guy like accosted us, stop right there.
Mm-hmm. And from a pretty far distance, I mean, he had clear eyes on you from a long.
Yeah, and I wasn't watching Tabletop Simulator, so I didn't really I wasn't really thinking about how far away I was.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could just get him to like walk down the ladder, and that would be close enough.
Oh, man. Well, that was a high stress session, and gosh, next week might even be more so. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was intense.
You got a week to think about it.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it couldn't be worse than some other cultists I remember us being tied up by a long time ago.
Yeah, I think I slept through that one. So
I just remember a bard getting like a lucky strike at the end and finishing it.
If that elf doesn't take this opportunity to do something useful, I'm going to be extremely pissed, having used one of my precious spell slots on him.
Especially after all of his shit talking.
Yeah, and one of you must have given up a dagger you had on you too, right?
Yeah, I gave up the dagger that I had on me.
Okay. So keep that in mind. Well, I mean, you're
Yeah.
being stripped of obvious equipment and not so obvious dagger potentially too. So, or you wouldn't have that available in the first
Not
place.
getting any money from me.
Well, we didn't get captured, so we're gonna have to mount a,
Yes,
either
we
arrest,
are.
some sort of.
Let's go to Baldur's Gate and let's get my family involved. I mean, they only train the city guard.
Sure. Yeah, the pressure from nobles will get these bandits to release prisoners. A diplomatic solution. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I think we'll leave it there.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Jay, I did my best.
You
That's good.
did.
I love it.
Hey, Mike, you did
Give our
save
characters
the.
something to argue about
right?
while we're tied up.
What did you say?
We'll give our characters something to argue about while we're, tied up.
Few. Actually, our characters have plenty to argue about. Period.
Exactly. This will be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so to look at this on the positive side, the character development aspect is
That's gonna be great.
is perfect.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I, it's almost random how you two ended up, going together, particularly on this. I don't know actually how that was decided, but it's kind of fortunate, RP wise.
Just happened organically. I guess the thing about splitting the party is, in a case like this, sometimes it makes sense because it would look suspicious if you think like, oh, it would be sort of suspicious if there were the group of 5 people that nobody's seen moving around together. But has these disadvantages as well. Shit! If only we had gotten up that ladder.
I mean, I think that would have been a whole bunch of disaster. Like see all these people in the camp.
But they could have, like, why weren't they chasing you? They could have just put the ladder up and immediately pursued you.
They did.
They did.
So how did those other prisoners manage to get away? The ones who couldn't move more than 20 feet around or whatever.
They were already way the hell up. They were already way the hell up here in the woods.
Yeah, presumably maybe you went out different directions. We didn't really address that, but it's reasonable to say you would have
Sure.
gone away. I mean, I certainly there's a threat that they're going to chase you down, and we'll have to address that as well. In fact, before the rest of you catch up, you might run into some trouble. All right, let's leave it there. I'm gonna cut the stream. So we'll be back next week.